Today we are turning this into my ultimate creative studio with the help of my friends at Desky. Today is a different style of upload. Ordinarily, I'm out and about reviewing rare cars and telling the stories that define them and sharing my love for car culture all over the world. But behind the scenes, everything that I do as a solo creator gets made right here at home. And up until now, my workspace has been more of a cluttered mess. I grew 2PJZ from 0 to over 130,000 combined followers just from a study nook and a dining chair at the old house. So moving into this new place that we've just got, I wanted to make sure that I could set up a proper dedicated studio to take my business to the next level. You see, when we moved house, the one thing that I wanted besides a double garage was a studio space where I could actually fully focus and have time away from the rest of the house to lock in and do my editing and content creation. So to help me do that, Desky have kindly partnered with me to send me out a whole bunch of stuff so I can set up the ultimate car creator studio. So let's get stuck in. So I want to run you through exactly what we're playing with here. So starting with the big boy at the back. The piece de resistance is the Desky dual rubberwood sit stand desk, which is 2 meters long by 75 centimeters wide, with matte black leg frames and a dark walnut desktop. I also ordered the integrated data channel for at least 8 power points, which will be sick for when I'm trying to plug in all of my charging gear. This big box is the Desky Pro ergonomic chair in black. For the past year, building 2PJZ from 0 to what it is now, I've been working out of my dining chairs at the study nook that you can see on the screen now at the old house. So having a real chair might do something for the shoulder pain that I'm experiencing all the time, but who knows? And to protect my neck and back, we've got the Desky monitor stand, which will make sure that I'm looking at my monitor at eye level as it should be. The legs also come in their own box, which is deceptively heavy. They tell me it's very easy to put together, but I'm someone who can stuff up an IKEA bookshelf, so we'll see how we go with that, but let's put it to the test. Snacks. The first step was to start putting the legs together. This was actually pretty straightforward, as Desky provides you a YouTube video that you can watch along with the install. And being someone who often learns from watching others do it, I found this extremely helpful to be able to follow along each step of the way. And after a slight wardrobe malfunction, we were on to putting the cable management system in. Perfect. I must say it's been pretty straightforward so far. I was expecting a little bit more trouble than I think what we've had. Oh, that's a nice click. Oh, nice. All right, about to turn on for the first time. Ready?
Yeah, there we go.
You pranked me.
I didn't. It did take a second.
Oh. If you don't want to hold it, you just click number 1 and it goes all the way down. But yeah, honestly, like, that was so easy. But this is a thing that I see everyone do. Oh my God. I'm shocked that's not breaking.
You're having too much fun.
Wow. Like, it's not flexing at all, even though I'm sitting right in the middle of it. So that's good. Those support beams are doing their job, which is cool. Now that's done, the job isn't finished yet. We have to set up the chair. This is probably the thing. I mean, I'm very excited for the desk, but this, I think, is what I'm excited for most. Having a real chair for the first time since I started making content. It's gonna change my life. My spinal cord has been begging for this for so long. Like the desk, the chair is easy as to put together. It literally took all of about 2 minutes, and my god, I am so happy to finally have a proper chair. A big upgrade from my dining chair. My new chair has an adjustable headrest, adjustable arms, 43 to 53 centimeters of adjustable height, and a synchro tilt mechanism, which means when I tilt, the base of the chair moves with me, so I'm not sitting in any awkward positions. This is a huge upgrade to my workflow. Wrapping up the major part of the desk build itself was, of course, the monitor stand. This was again incredibly quick and painless, and the finish of the monitor stand matches the desk perfectly and means that my monitor will now be at eye level, so I don't have to have a crook neck every time I'm spending hours editing. Before we move on to the next part, I want to chat about the desk for a sec, because once it was built, the quality really stood out. The dark walnut top looks and feels premium, and even on carpet it stays rock solid. The sit-stand motion is super smooth, there's no wobble, no noise, and the best part is that you can control it with Desky's app. You can set reminders to stand, lock in your favourite heights, and even use voice control, which is actually pretty cool. Hey Siri, let's stand. That's sick. And all in all, having a clean, purpose-built space like this, even if it looks really naked at the moment, has honestly made such a difference. I'm editing faster, I'm working longer without fatigue, and being able to stand up is something that I never knew that I needed. So it's now time to hit up Old Mate at Amazon and get some new gear to accessorize this space a little bit more. Hello there. So, back for another day, and two very exciting things. These packages. I got a few things from Amazon to make the desk space a bit more functional, and once we unbox that and set that up, we're going to then look at putting some frames on the wall, deciding whether we put another cabinet back here so I can film from both this way where you are now, but also facing the wall like this, which you can see in the overlay. Anyway, let's check out what I've got. Like me, you might get carried away when you're shopping to accessorize a new space, and for me, that is a huge problem. So I wanted to make sure that everything I bought for this space was entirely functional. I definitely didn't order that. The first thing I got was a desk mat to act as a mouse pad, but to also protect the desk from anything that I might be leaning up against it and have somewhere nice to look at and lean my hands on. I also got a couple of longer USB-C charging cables that I'll run under the desk to the USB-C hub that I also bought, so I can keep a permanent docking station for my camera battery charger, my DJI battery charger, and also my DJI mic chargers. And of course, the light situation in the room was pretty mid, so I got a Wiz Smart Globe, so that way I can reprogram the light depending on the filming environment or if I want to focus and study. And this is really good for sort of filming in the studio, to have like a nice white light, and then I can offset that with a lighting box and softbox setup. So, or I can keep it really warm if I want to just have a bit of chill time. But this is exactly what the old light was like. And then this is as white as it goes. And then it was time to route all the cables under the desk so I could set up my charging station. Once that was done, we connected the light bar, which looks absolutely wild because you can customize the brightness and the warmth of the light to make sure when you're looking at your monitor, you're not straining your eyes. After that, it was time for another day, and this was the exciting part of setting up the new bookshelf and all of my model cars. So the next step, now that the bookcase is in, is to unpack my life's work, which is in this box, which I haven't touched for over a month now since we moved. And they are all of my model cars that I've been collecting since I was a teenager. These are probably some of my most prized possessions. And throughout this whole move, these were the things that I looked after the most. I've got like thousands of dollars worth of furniture, but in this box, these toy cars are the one thing that I didn't want to get crushed or break. And I've been wondering about how I'm going to set up this room. And I think what I've done, which you can now notice, is earlier in the video, you would have seen that the display cabinet is now here. It's now over to my right, so it sits next to the desk, which will be cool to set up some of my favorite model cars in here, but also have some of the cool ones, maybe the ones in the big display boxes up here where you can see them when I'm doing some videos like I am now in this new studio space. So I'm not going to be able to run through every single model car because that would be a 2-hour long video if I was to really go in detail about it. So let's roll a bit of a montage and get this room done. Okay, so that took a little bit longer than expected. I didn't realize how many model cars I have. And not only the model cars, but I've got a whole bunch of brochures and magazines and things from Japan that I need to find a home for now as well. Finding an appropriate home for all of my model cars and collectibles is honestly the hardest part of this entire move. As I mentioned, these things are my babies. I've collected all this stuff for years, and as you can tell, I'm a massive GTR fan, and all the paraphernalia that I've built up over these years needed its pride of place within the room somewhere. After spending a very long time figuring out where to put everything, it was then time to decorate the bookshelf a little bit more so it popped just that extra bit harder when I was filming some in-studio content. So I went back to old mate at Amazon and got some Govee LED light strips. This took about 20 minutes to install and was easily stuck behind the shelf to give me customizability anytime I'm filming within the studio. And now we're completely done. The studio's come a long way, from being an empty room to now a fully functioning workspace. I'm so happy with how everything's turned out. If you've seen anything throughout this video that you like, the details for it all are in the description below. Alrighty, done and done. Finally, after a few weeks of putting this all together, the studio is now complete, bar a couple of frames on the wall, which I'm just waiting for the prints to be done so we can chuck them up. I'm so happy with how this space looks. It is just honestly all that I ever could have dreamed about. It is such a good space now to just be here and sit down, focus, get my work done, sit down, stand up, whatever, have all my stuff on display. It's a pretty cool feeling. And if you have any other ideas for how I can further improve this studio, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching if you've made it this far into the video. Make sure you subscribe for more videos like this and for cool car features that are coming up over the next little while. My name's Pat. Always remember to stay driven, and we'll see you next week.